I can see clearly again. Something I haven't talked about a whole lot, but my right eye, I've been pretty sight impaired for the last month or two. To be quite honest, I really could only just see light. You could stand a foot in front of me, and I would only be able to make out a faint shadow of you there with a lighter background around it. And it's been going downhill since August. Something. I had a cataract. And I knew I had a small one, but then in August it just went downhill and just fell off the table. And I couldn't really see anything for, like I said, the last month or two. Went in today, got my surgery. Huge difference. And coming out of it and just being able to almost immediately see again out of my eye without having to be able to see in it again for a few months was a huge adjustment. It opened up a lot of different things for me. My eye felt extremely tired, like it was pulling energy out of me for a while there. Now it feels lighter and open and it's actually working again. My other eye was getting tired. Just being able to see and have depth perception again. I know trying to put credit cards into credit card machines was a trial. I'll miss and hit a few times in a row just because my depth perception was off. And just readjusting today has been kind of trippy. And it reminded me of something about what we talked about in our last episode of Dan and Cam podcast that came out today. Where in it we're talking about this perception of being in the faith and how we were stuck in our faith. And all we ever saw was what the bubble allowed us to see. And I replied this on someone else's comment today who was talking about something similar, where you're only given the certain tools that are allowed to give you in the bubble that you're in. And that's all you can use with. And my comment is in grade school, I had an 8-pack thing of crayons. Other kids had 24, 36, 64, 270, whatever. But I was limited to my 8. And that was like being in a religion, is that's all I had to color with. So all the pictures I could make would only be based off those 8 colors. And that was my reality. My reality existed within those 8 colors. And today, dealing with my eyes, similar too, is that it just opened me up. I can see things differently again. I can see more. I can see clearer. It's not one eye fighting for 2. That was deconstruction, coming out of it and seeing it. When you can come out and get that perspective and see things more clearly again, and things that you didn't know existed, it's a bit of a mind trip. It's a bit of little just messing around with you, and it takes a lot of adjustment. But it's better in the long run because you can see a lot clearer with 2 eyes instead of 1.